I think we were just having our third terminals this week or no, 2 weeks.
Which year you are in?
Now I'm currently in first year.
Okay, so what is the best moment that you spent there?
In first year or in NEET prep time.
Like when you come to college, what was the one moment that you thought, oh my God, that's why I was preparing for you. It's worth it.
Like when I stepped into the lecture halls, see the our joining of the college was a bit late as compared to my other friends who went to state GMCs. So their lectures all were really bad. They were not well maintained. However, whenever I step like till this date, I still appreciate myself that I studied a bit hard to get into a good college. So that the lecture halls they're really well maintained. Like those chairs are really soft to sit on and it's air conditioned. It's really comfortable place to study at.
Okay, so did you wanted to pursue medical from the starting or it
Yeah.
eventually from the starting? Since when you wanted to be in medical?
As far as I can remember, it was from second grade itself.
Oh, I also wanted to be in medical from third grade. But after 10, I was like, I'm studying. I'm more of a creative person, so I got into media. So I realized later on in life, otherwise
Mm.
I was aiming. So what made you like how in second grade? Did you have anybody around you, doctor, or you used to hear stories?
No, no, I was really inspired by our family doctor. I'm the first generation doctor in my family. My family is of engineers. Everyone is from IIT or NIT.
What was the mindset while you were preparing for NEET?
The only aim I had in my mind was that if I work hard for these 2 years, I'll get into a decent college, which will make my further hard work easier. Because it's the first step of the journey, and the journey itself is really hard. So I wanted to make sure that it should be smooth as possible.
So you didn't stress out while preparing for NEET.
I did stress out many a times, and I did not took any breaks or something like that. But the only break I can remember is that when I was shifting from 11th to 12th, I did not study a thing for like a week or something.
So what was your routine back then when you were preparing for NEET?
See, I was struggling. Initially, I was struggling to find out what my routine should be. Because in 10th grade, I was like a chill guy who used to only study for 2 hours barely. And in NEET, all of a sudden, everyone was saying that you should study for at least 6 hours a day in order to get into a GMC, which was really shocking for me. And I was initially struggling to find should I study at night, should I study at early in the morning, what my schedule should be. It was only in like 11th end when I could, you know, grasp a hint that I am a morning person and I should wake up early in the morning to study. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. I used to work out for 30 minutes or so, and then I would get to my studies. And I had my classes from 1, I can remember, yeah, from 1, and I used to study till 12. With that 7 hours of sitting, I could get 6 hours of average effective study time.
Okay, so what was the one thing that was keeping you effective in that 7 hours? You used to take, like whenever I work, I do Pomodoro. If I will work 5 minutes, what you used to do?
I also used to follow Pomodoro, but for me, it was like I wasn't like sticking to it all the time. If my brain is saying that I can continue for more than, I used to follow 45 minutes, then 5 minute break one. And if my brain is saying that I can go longer, then I would go longer and take the breaks accordingly. And there's nothing such that would keep you going. It's only your intrinsic motivation that can keep you going. However, there are reward systems that you can set up. For me, it was that I would buy something. I would buy something for myself if I scored more than 700. These are the things that keep you going.
So did you purchase yourself something? What was that something?
Uh, During this course of entire 2 years, I purchased myself like 10 watches, I guess. After that, like I was securing 700 plus in every test, so it wasn't feasible to buy them. So I just switched off that.
So which brand of phone is still dreaming to get for yourself?
Uh, I won't say like any luxury brand or something because they are far ahead. Currently, I really want to buy a Tissot for myself.
So, what is your watch obsession? Is there is anything or any story behind it?
No, I just find them really cool. Initially, I used to prefer smartwatches over those classic ones, but this shifted from time because like smartwatches they get easily torn apart, and mostly they aren't functional as such. And these watches just look heavy on your hand. That's it.
Okay, so there is no reason of you collecting watches. So, total, how many watches you have right now?
Right now, uh, I only purchased two more after needs. I guess 12.
Oh my God, how many watches? So, what else you used to do creatively that you used to keep you refreshed?
I used to read Western philosophy back then. Something I really loved was Stoicism. I read a book on it, and I also kept myself entertained with other books which were not related to my subjects as such, but they was related to science in a way or two. I complete this. There's this book called Six Easy Pieces of Physics by Richard Feynman, and this is a part two of the book. I finished both of them during my NEET itself.
Okay, so you are very interested into that kind of reading. I also read, but I do mostly fantasy thriller because I like that.
Mm.
I also used to read a lot while preparing for JEE, so I understand. So, how you were, like, how, on which time you were sleeping?
I used to go to sleep at around 9:30 to 10.
Max.
Yeah,
So, how gradually did that sleep schedule aligned, or it was like you don't have any problem? Because I have to get insomnia at night. If I think now, yeah, I have to, like today itself, I have to wake up 6 o'clock, then do the workout, then do my work, then come to bed.
mm.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't sleep. So what you were doing at that time?
See, everyone has their own struggles. For me, the struggle is really waking up. I can go to sleep easily. Uh, all I need is a bed. That's it. For waking up, it was really struggle because I used to wake up and there's one thing I used to follow. I used to count till five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I used to say "Khada ho ja," which was just a motivational line for me to just wake up and get going. And whenever my brain used to say "Ki wapas so jate and let's go back to sleep," this was something I used to avoid. I was really aware. I used to do meditation. I would just say to myself that these are thoughts; they don't define you and all. And yeah, coffee of course helps.
So whenever I say that to myself, कि खड़ी हो जा and just wake up, I sleep again every single time. So did you have any distractions?
Yeah, everyone has their distractions. I used to have. The one thing was that I knew that I couldn't keep myself away from. I'm a lot into gaming. I still do it today. And but during NEET preparation, I knew that if I continued gaming, I'll be gone far behind in the race. So what I used to do was that I only used to watch videos related to it. You can't completely like get rid of a distraction. And if there were any major distractions like using Instagram or something, for that, I used to follow my teacher's advice, which was that if you want to get rid of a distraction, you'll have to completely remove it from your life. There's no way ki you're putting a timer on Instagram that I'll only use for 10 minutes. You'll just skip the timer, which was true for me at least. So I did not have an Instagram account. I only used WhatsApp for asking doubts and talking to friends, which was like once in a blue moon. And that's it.
So you really like gaming. So are you continuing gaming after getting into good college and
Yes.
doing?
More into story games, so it's not that sort of addiction ki aaj math khelna or something like that. I just play for half an hour and then I'm peaceful. I have peace in my mind and then I can go back to my work, which is something I think won't be possible with competitive games like PUBG or Free Fire, whatever.
So what now your routine looks like?
Well, now, during exams, it's not a routine, at least I should say. I have to go to the max. But during normal days, I only study for like 2 hours a day. That's more than enough. I go. I go home, read my standard books, whichever I want to follow. For physiology, it's Guyton or anatomy, Gray's Anatomy, whatever. You can just go to home and read, and then you can have a peaceful sleep. And also, I follow my hobbies now. I'm into video editing. I'm learning that, and I'm getting
Same.
back in the schedule. Learning swimming. Can't swim till now, which is a shame, but I'm learning it.
It's okay. I also can't swim. Okay. When I got back last summer swimming, the water was like till here. I couldn't. I was like, I was doing that. So I get it. So what else you are doing?
After doing all these things, I don't think so. I have time for anything else.
You are very into that and extracurricular
Yeah.
activity, and I like people who have that thing in themselves because I also have that thing. So, what in video exactly? What in video editing you get? Do you have any YouTube channel or something?
No, back in the days, I used to have a YouTube channel. So for that time, I used to use Wondershare Filmora. If that's still going on, I'm not sure. And after NEET, I shifted to Adobe Premiere Pro. I learned it, but that's the thing. When I got into college, I did not have time to edit anything or so. So I'm getting back again, and this time I'm also getting onto Adobe After Effects.
That's very nice. So, have you decided any specific field to get into?
No, I'll continue medicine. I'm thinking of making content sometime, but not now.
Like I'm asking in medicine only. Like, do you want to be a neurosurgeon or do you want to be a dermat? Have you thought
Hmm.
about it or not?
Dermatology and ophthalmology, these two branches excite me a bit.
Okay. So what exactly in it? Because I couldn't understand that.
See, dermatology, like skin one, and ophtha is for your eyes. Because I myself, I'm half blind. I want to see that other people, they're getting cured. I want to see that.
Achha, so what's the problem with it? Is it just a vision thing or what?
It's not just vision. See, I have a higher number. So with that, other complications are also bound to come. There are some breaks in my retina due to which I see a lot of floaters, and they really don't affect my day-to-day life, but sometimes they can get a pretty annoying bug in your head.
Okay, so basically, if you are watching me, so you can see
Yeah,
somewhere here.
you
Okay.
feel like bacteria are floating on your skin. It's really annoying.
Okay. So, does it ever affect your studying while you are preparing for the?
No, no, it did not. I don't see them when I'm looking at nearby objects. I only see them when I'm looking at far away ones. And I used to sit in the middle in the classes as well. So no, they did not.
Okay, so what's your opinion on mental health and the mental health conditions which are, happening
Mm.
day to day in life?
They are a real thing to actually be concerned about. It's not like कि 6 बजे उठो सब सही हो जाएगा. Like many people say, it's not that. Of course, it does help. You get a schedule, so you don't have time to think about those things. But in the end of the day, if you keep yourself monotonous for a long time, you're bound to have these problems. You should be surrounded by good people, like in need time. I was really lucky to have a group of friends who weren't like that competitive in sort. Ki, this is the question I'll do and I'll hide it from him so that he scores less mark. They weren't like that. I was really confident. On our paper was on 5th of May. And one of my friends, he panicked a lot on 4th night. We had to console him for like 2 hours, but we all were there for him. This was something I was really blessed to have. And I also used to get sad many a times. And that time I used to talk to my mother. So this is real. And many of the students they get into depression and they start doing the things which they are not supposed to do. If you're feeling depression, the best thing you can do is talk to your parents. And even if that does not help, go seek help from a professional. It's real.
Yeah, it is real and feeling because students are bound to see the people who are like succeeded in need. They are not
Hmm.
bound to see the other lakhs of students who haven't gotten to it and how depressed they must be or
Yeah.
they must be also preparing for 2 years. So they should understand that and have that mindset that it's 50-50. You don't have to get into it, but you have like give your 100%
Hmm.
potential to me. What is the one thing that you like to give, advise test prep card students on NEET preparation?
Well, the simple solution to everything is listen to your teachers, pay attention to classes, don't skip them, and also study daily. That's solution of everything. Half your problems will be solved there. Do not miss any tests. Revise properly. Everyone will complete the syllabus at the time of need. No one will go with half completed syllabus. But the difference what will make is that how many times have you revised, how many papers you have given. That's what main differentiating factor is. And whenever you're feeling stressed, go feel free to talk to your teachers. They are helpful as hell. They'll do everything just to see you score and succeed. And it's not like that every topper is was a perfect guy who just born and scored 100% in 10th grade, did this. Those are just myths, and perfection isn't real. Give you 100%, don't be stressed about anything. Go talk to your teachers, parents, mentors. And one-to-one mentorship is also really something. If you have someone to keep a check on you, it's really helpful. And you should have good peer group at least. There shouldn't be people surrounding you who are like in medical terms we say सांप नहीं होने चाहिए. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for the podcast. We really enjoyed it.